fourth fight of the night. We got Paul Kelly and Paul Taylor. Exciting fight. These guys came out slugging.
Great.
You know, these
Best
guys
30 seconds. Best 30 seconds of the UFC we've seen all day. And I'm not even an avid watcher, but those guys came out fist flying.
You know, and it was back and forth. Hands, ground, it was back and forth. I think Paul Taylor got kind of tired on the ground.
I just think he didn't move his hips enough. He stayed there and he just got beat down. He got caught with an elbow, got cut open, just wore him out.
Couldn't close the deal.
Yep.
Couldn't close the deal.
How do you get around closing the deal? Because obviously you're saying hips were an issue.
I just think he needed to scramble more on the ground, go for the armbar more submission attempts.
You know, and then that huge elbow came across, and I think that just took the whole game out of Paul Taylor.
Back and to the left, back and to the left, the elbow, it was a gusher.
Great fight. That was good, straight on submission wrestling with good ground and pound and elbows. Great fight.
And two hometown boys from England finally getting UFC up on its feet.
Good point. I'm excited. I can't wait to see the next fight. The heavyweights. My game. Here we go. You know what? That was a very... Guys, YouTube, I'm sorry, I mispredicted that. I thought Gonzaga was going to come in. He's been busy, he's been fighting, and I thought he was going to come in for a win, and he got tired.
I just thought, the fight was going to go, for heavyweights, these guys were just going at it.
They were going. The first round was really good.
Okay, someone who doesn't watch fighting, obviously Gonzaga was kicking a lot in round one. Why did he go away from that strategy, and why don't fighters do that more often?
Good point, good point.
I just think he got tired.
Exactly, he got tired, but he was working that. That's why he didn't follow him to the ground. Gonzaga was like, I'm going to stand up and work that out, and he was working, but I think he just lost confidence somewhere. I'm 0-1 now. I feel kind of bad. I mispredicted that fight. I thought Gonzaga was going to go out there. He was doing good, throwing some good leg kicks, working the angles, and putting the pressure, and he quit on me.
On a side note here, I know sponsors is a big thing. You got to have your brand name. Racers do it a lot. What was with Gonzaga's condoms on the back?
I just think
taking my eye away.
I just think all fighters need to make money, but I hope they paid him a lot more for putting it on his butt.
Good point. You know what? I predicted that Gonzaga was going to go out there, and he's been busy, and he wanted to win. He just beat Krokoff, and I thought he was going to be busy. He lost to Verdum before. Take note of Verdum. I did take your comments on YouTube. So Verdum, he went out there and just shined.
But Verdum has beaten him before, from what I understand, too.
Same style, TKO.
So, maybe that added confidence. Is that a confidence builder?
It might be, but I just think he should learn how to check those leg kicks, because whoever he fights next might just leg kick.
Exactly. Good. That was a really fight. I'm kind of like, whoa, I'm 0-1 right now. I'm sitting 0-1, and I predicted 2 fights. Next fight's Stevenson and Penn.
Knockout.
I've seen both of these guys fight together. I know you're a big
Penn's
Penn
my
fan.
boy. I trained with Penn before.
Well, we'll see what happens with Penn and Stevenson in the ring. It should be hopefully a stellar fight to close out the evening.
Next fight. Here we go. All right, main event, BJ Penn. I feel great. I'm at 500, 1-1. Guys on YouTube, 1-1. BJ Penn wanted that world title. He didn't let it go past him at all. He went forward, good striking, good uppercuts. Overall, good ground pound, and he's flexible. You just can't beat that. BJ Penn wanted this world title.
I said he was going to knock him out, almost knocked him out with that uppercut. I've trained with BJ when he was getting ready for Uno, and I'll tell you, with 16-ounce gloves, he's hit me, and he hits hard. So I can imagine what poor Joe went through.
It's just BJ, he just wanted that title. He went straight for it. He got a little tired because he's pushed the pace. He was pushing the pace, but you just cannot push that way. BJ wanted that world title. He worked everything. I got to give props to his trainer, Rudy. Excellent job. Good cardio, good hands. I'm 1-1, 500. That's all that matters.
Look, BJ, the Prodigy Penn, should change his name to BJ, the Penitentiary Penn, because he put Stevenson in lockdown for 2.5 rounds, almost 2 rounds.
I think Joe, I know Joe, and Joe's a great guy. He's funny. I just think, Joe took it to him.
He tried.
He
tried.
Joe impressed me.
You know what?
His stand-up's gotten way better. Hey, Joe out there, man, bro, your stand-up's gotten good. I'm just wondering if BJ's, asked you, who's your daddy now. So.
Too much,
UFC Rapid Fire, UFC There Will Be Blood.
No, you know what? It was all confidence. It was all confidence on this whole show. It should be rapid fire. It should be like just dominant confidence. These guys came out and fight. This is probably a good one. I give this a 9 on the ratings. I mean,
I think it was a great fight. I think the Brits came
what about the
out
whole show?
Yeah,
What about
the
the whole
whole
show?
show was good.
It was good.
It was a good show.
The two
Great
boys
job.
from Liverpool, the Kelly Taylor fight,
Yeah.
and then this last fight, definitely
They came out.
were worth the
came
watch.
out banging.
All right, guys, check it out. Inside the Cage and special guest, Little Dave Velasquez.
I'm the
Had
guru.
JJ in the house. I think this was an awesome show. I give it a good 9, 9.5. Great show, great UFC. Can't wait for the next one. Check out 401mania.com. This will be uploaded pretty quick. Also, the next pay-per-view of UFC, February 2nd. Don't miss out. Inside the Cage, a fighter's eye for the fans.